Now that we've gone through all of the elements, there's one thing left that we have to deal with, and that is fear and all of the other stuff that gets in the way from you getting going on this. The first thing I want to do with fear is talk about courage or bravery, because one of the biggest problems with fear is that people have the idea that courage means having no fear, that being brave means you're not afraid of something, and that's just not it. You see, everybody's afraid of all kinds of stuff, but the difference between someone who is brave or has courage when it comes to any particular situation is that they act in spite of the fear. They don't let the fear stop them. It doesn't mean they don't have the fear in there somewhere. It's just that they're not going to let it stop them from going after what they want. So please, courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting even if you have fear.
Hey, this makes sense. I always figure I'm the only one who is tripping about stuff and everyone else is just cruising along and not worrying about anything.
I know what you mean. Other kids don't seem to trip on stuff like I do. Maybe they just don't talk about it.
Now, fear itself is not necessarily a bad thing. After all, it does have a job to do. It protects us from danger. The only problem is that it does so at a price, and it takes a toll on your body and stresses you out. So, the thing you want to do is not so much worry about whether you were afraid, but whether you're getting stuck in the habit of fear. And then you start becoming afraid of stuff that might happen. What if I don't get this grade? What if I don't pass that test? What if he doesn't ask me to the prom? What if she won't go to the prom with me? What if I don't make the team? All of that stuff. We get tripped up on worrying about what might happen. And then we lose our focus. And our focus goes to the fear and not the action that we should be taking. So it paralyzes us. That's why we want to keep an eye on it, learn how to move through it, and take action anyway. It's not a matter of getting rid of it, it's a matter of stepping over it, or stepping through it. One of the biggest problems with fear is that it goes a long way towards helping us get the very thing that we're afraid of. And it does this by controlling our focus. Let's take an example and run through this to show you what I'm talking about. Let's say you have a really big test next week. Now, you have options of how you could approach that from things that you've already seen on the earlier videos. You could find out what's on the test, systematically attack that material with a positive focus and a positive attitude, excited about knowing that you're going to do what's necessary to get the job done and feeling good about doing really well on it.
Well, this is just exactly how I do it. Sure it is.
Tell me about it. As much as I wish I did go about it like this, I just don't.
Or you can take the more common fear-based approach. First thing you do is start stressing about how you're going to bomb this stupid test that your stupid teacher is going to torture you with, and you don't really study because you don't have a prayer anyway. But as the test date starts to get near, you panic and figure you better do something, and you start to crack the books. Only problem is you have no idea what's going on, you don't know what to study for, and you get overwhelmed and freak out. More stress. Then the day arrives, you're tired, you're burned out, and you know you're going to bomb the thing, so you stare at the paper, you have no idea what's going on, and voila! You bomb it, which is the exact thing you were afraid of in the first place. And it all comes back to focus. Fear controls your focus. And so instead of focusing on the solution to the problem, which was to find out what's going on, attack it in the right attitude and right focus, and then go from there, you focus on the problem and everything that can go wrong. And so you're spending all this time staring at what can go wrong, and your focus leads you right to where you're going, which is in the wrong direction.
Okay, this is more like that. That is exactly what I do.
Me, too. This is one time I wish there was a Harry Potter magic wand, because he just described me perfectly. But I know there aren't any magic wands, no matter what the movies say.
Now you know by now, there ain't no Harry Potter magic wand that we can wave and just have fear go away. However, at least understanding how it operates and the role it plays in controlling your focus if you let it get out of hand, it's a good first step.